we are going to be exploring some pretty interesting developments that have been going on in the world where we get to hang out on a Tuesday night doing what? Stand up comedy. And what could be better than comedy with a Chinese cowboy? Let me go get my cowboy hat. You can feel that even if you don't laugh till your sides hurt, you get the feeling that you're at least going to be learning something. Some of the content that I've learned this week on YouTube has been jaw dropping. How are you? Have you guys been noticing how we get better and better content shoved into our feed? Where before it felt like during COVID, when I was spending maybe more time on YouTube, I noticed that the content was haphazard. What I've noticed recently is if I just had a question that was in my mind, the YouTube algorithm would come up with, hey, have you ever wondered about flight number MH370? Yeah. I wonder if it's because there are spies in our phone. I don't think that. I think it's serendipity. I also think that there's this concept from this book called Stealing Fire called ecstasis, where the hive mind is a thing. Even before the internet, even before AI, even before telephones, even, people would think about other people and then their nose would itch. Or if you have back to back sneezes, achoo, achoo, then people would have a saying, an old wives' tale, oh, somebody was thinking about you. I think that because people are all interconnected in a collective conscious or hive mind or this interaction, hi, I'm Larry, what goes on is that the coincidences are cascading where there's more and more people coming together that not necessarily form similar thoughts, but intuitively become, I don't want to use the word manifest, so I'm trying to think of synonyms for manifestation. Curiosities, because AI with Asian intelligence or artificial intelligence, it's not quite the same algorithmic intelligence. Okay, I'm just going to bullet point some of these things because this is stand up comedy. Today, Sundar gave a keynote. He's the CEO of this platform, Google, who owns YouTube. He was talking about an interview with both Sam Altman and Elon Musk, which is how do we interact with artificial intelligence? How do we get better in going from video to video? I have seen you today now, Bhargav. How are you? AI is short for Asian intelligence, meaning counting noodles and and automated driving. That's completely what that is. When you say bad driving, are we thinking that night vision is not a challenge because it turns out a lot of females that don't want to wear glasses, nighttime driving, that's actually a thing that's challenging. So with Google CEO Sundar, he was talking about giving a massive discount to people who buy Gemini AI. And my thought was, I wonder how many of my YouTube videos are going to be transcribed, which is all of them, put into a engine, and then generative AI where the videos connect to other videos in a training model where we improve the YouTube algorithm even more, where the coincidences keep on happening. Have you guys ever tried to engineer your own serendipity? And notice I did not use the word manifest. I really wanted to. Let's tiptoe in. How are you, sleepy boy? Hopefully, we will make this engineering experience increasingly serendipitous, which is this. Have we used AI to not substitute our reading of a book? Have we used AI to write a book that we would want to read, that's specially written for us? Do you guys use AI in your daily workflow? I read an article about how Gen Z uses AI as their literal co-pilot, the way that Microsoft calls their product Copilot, whereas Gen X and boomers, they use AI to replace search engine functionality. How do you guys use AI? I'm curious. How do you guys use artificial intelligence? The other thing is, have you used AI to make food for yourself? Or are you guys just using DoorDash and Uber Eats? How are you guys using AI? I'm going to go to the bathroom and then pop back on this. So join me in 5 minutes.